My top 10 for Division I men's tennis goes as follows: Virginia 1, Ohio State 2, TCU 3, Michigan 4, Kentucky 5, USC 6, Texas 7, South Carolina 8, Wake Forest 9, Baylor 10. And it's nearly the same as last week, but Florida State had to be kicked out in the top 10 because they lost to Baylor. Teams outside looking at it like Tennessee, Florida State, Georgia, North Carolina, Stanford. And I will say this: Tennessee struggled with Oklahoma, who was not in even top 25 but receiving votes in the ITA kickoff weekend. In addition, this is the first time in history for ITA kickoff weekend that all 15 hosts are headed to national indoors. That's pretty historic right there. And it will be held in Chicago, Illinois at the University of Illinois. And remember, this is like the second to last coaches poll for the men's side, because then after national indoors there's going to be computer rankings, which that has no bias, which I like, to be honest. Honestly, first, the top 25 in the coaches poll and receiving vote teams. First, I'm going to go the top 25. Virginia is number 1 with all 12 first place votes. Ohio State 2, TCU 3, Michigan 4, Kentucky 5, Texas 6, USC 7, South Carolina 8, Wake Forest 9, Tennessee at 10, Baylor 11, Florida State 12, Georgia 13, North Carolina 14, Florida 15, Stanford 16, Arizona 17, Harvard 18, Columbia 19, Cal 20, Middle Tennessee 21, Louisville 22, Northwestern tied at 23, Texas A&M tied at 23. I think there should be a clear distinction who's number 23 and number 24. That's just my opinion. Middle Tennessee just got into polls, by the way, and the same goes for Louisville and Texas A&M. And Duke is now number 25. And some receiving vote teams are like Mississippi State, NC State, Pepperdine, San Diego, and UCLA. I will say this: that's just crazy to me that Baylor beat a top 10 team and they're not in the top 10. That's just ridiculous. They only go up one spot because of that, from 12 to 11. Well, Tennessee, yes, I get they were ahead, but Baylor beat Florida State that was in the top 10. They deserve a nod over Tennessee. But that's just me and my thoughts on that. So that is really ridiculous right there. And of course, we'll see if all the matches, some of these matches even occur this weekend, because, you know, with the weather situation, not just in Texas, but all other states as well, in terms of travel, it's going to be a factor. I just know as of right now, Baylor will play Michigan, who is number 4 in the country, but it will be at Baylor, though. That's just naming one match, but it's on a Friday. I mean, I know supposedly Tennessee's going to get to play TCU. So we'll have to wait and see what happens to all these teams within a week. And like I said, this is the second to last coaches poll. And that's a good thing, in my opinion. And of course, there's no poll for ITA kickoff weekend. I mean, not kickoff weekend. I meant like ITA National Indoors Tournament. There will not be a poll for that. There will not be. They're going to just base on rankings, which just hidden computer rankings, which we'll have to wait and see what those are going to be, because there's still matches to be played between now and that time. So they might make up their decision by like Tuesday or something, or Wednesday, or Thursday. It doesn't really matter. Probably by Wednesday, I would think, because the first match is like on a Friday. So we'll have to wait and see. Anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you guys later. As you can find subscribers. We're on the road to it. Let's go.